The following portion of KTAB for You is sponsored by Robert Mills, McCarran and Associates. Well, today we're talking about retirement, specifically how fixed index annuities can help protect your savings from big market swings once you stop working. Here to tell us more, Robert Mills of Mills, McCarran and Associates. You're here to kind of break this down and tell us why this has become a popular option for people that are nearing retirement. So, Robert, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Adam. As I look at this graph right here, the power of annual reset in fixed index annuities, it's important to note that in an index annuity, Adam, they are not in the market, they're compared to the market through many indexes, options that we have. And if you look at the graph, you can see back in 2002 when the market went down, the index annuity did not lose money. And that's the power, we call that the power of zero, where you don't lose ground. And as the market starts going back up, the index annuity goes up as well. It will not go as high as the actual market gains. It's capped in certain areas, in certain ways, but it will earn more money as it goes up. And then as the market levels off or goes down, the index annuity comes across. And so the power of the index annuity is we can be in multiple indexes and spread our retirement money across that, but we will not lose any money in the market.
So you described this before the show as sort of a tortoise and the hare approach.
Yes.
So I'm looking at this and I see 2007, 2008. This, the markets go down, but we're still kind of gradually going up. So tell me a little bit about why this is just a good option for people. There's less risk.
Yeah, there's less risk, and the tortoise and the hare is a good way to put it, because in the market, if it's going straight up, of course you would love to be in those times, but we can never call those times. And so when the market goes down, we don't want to have big swings or losses. Well, in the index annuity, you're going to not have as high of an increase, but you're going to have no decrease. Right. And also the annual reset means that when the market, the S&P or whatever index you're compared to, goes down, it resets annually, we get the number that's lower, even though we've not lost any money. So then when it goes back up and just gets to even, everybody in the market's just back to even, we've made money. And so that's a real power of the index annuity.
And I imagine that gives a lot of peace of mind for folks, because you never know, you retire and then something like the market crash of 2007 happens, and all of a sudden, boom, your retirement, the bottom falls out. But that's not the case with this.
That's right, Adam. That's key, because most of the retirees that I deal with after 39 years in the business, their biggest concern is that they don't want to run out of money before they die. And so two things. One is that the retiree, while they're taking income, the worst thing that can happen is if the market goes down. And so now you're pulling money out, but you're also having a loss in the market. In the fixed index annuity, you take away the loss potential of that. The other key is when someone's nearing retirement, the worst thing that can happen is you to have these great gains for your 401k for 30 years, and you get 5, 3, or 2, or 1 year out from retirement, and then there's a 2008 happens, and you lose 20 or 30% of your value. And so you're protected both ways from that. Now, this is not an answer to be all or do all. It's just a part of the equation of good, solid financial retirement planning.
What do you want people's biggest takeaway to be in this segment today?
The biggest takeaway, I think, would be that if you're worried in retirement or nearing retirement that you might have a loss in the market, then maybe a part of your portfolio should be in the fixed index annuities, because we still get to manage it across indexes, but we won't have to manage the risk. And I think that's the biggest takeaway.
All right. Robert, thank you so much for joining us today. I know we could talk about this all day, but we'll have more on the website, and maybe we'll have you back here on KTAB for You sometime.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you. Well, if you'd like to contact Mills, McCarran and Associates, they are located at 1500 Industrial Boulevard in Suite 102. You can give them a call at 325-673-8933 or go to millsmccarran.com. And we'll have more details on our website, bigcountryhomepage.com. The preceding portion of KTAB for You is sponsored by Robert Mills, McCarran and Associates.